fucking
My
to
shit
the
is
house.
right now. I'm
I
like,
see
look.
it. I seen it when I came
I'm
in.
like, I'm ashy as shit. I ain't putting no lotion on with it. Oh, that sounds like a fancy one.
Well, it ain't really fancy. It's just more of the intensity and flavor, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's I don't even want to call it stout because I've had stronger ones, but it's kind of like to me it's a medium body. Some might call it a full, but to me it's like a medium body. But it's real smooth.
See, you probably say that again. I messed it all up. That's the only bad. I be trying to find this shit to make it comfortable, and no matter how I set this bitch up,
It ain't
never comfortable.
It's gonna be per day, like.
So you say it again. You say you smoking on what is it called?
LFD, double
LFD.
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 Yeah, double Ligero. La Flor Dominicana.
La Flor
Dominicana.
I ain't about to say that.
Yeah, this is smooth one. It ain't, to me it's not. Some may consider it a full, but I consider it a medium. But I've been smoking them so
You've been
long.
smoking for a long time too,
Yeah,
so
like
you
to
ain't,
me it's real smooth.
Yeah.
To me it's a middle balance, like not too light, not too heavy. So
I remember once a night you would smoke one.
Yeah.
And we still smoking Newports, motherfucker.
Right.
Fuck they talking about.
I ain't had a Newport and shit probably about 8 months.
You quit smoking?
Yeah, I vape, but I mean that's just as bad.
Look, I'll say this: that vape started hurting my chest.
Right.
And no, don't get me wrong. Like, I enjoy smoking. I probably done. I really believe I smoked my first cigarette when I was like 10 or 11, Carolina's age. And as crazy as that sounds, I think I done smoked some of the shittiest cigarettes. And like, I've never really felt, even though I'm a kid, you know what I'm saying? Still trying to judge it. Like, ain't nothing really made my chest hurt. You know what I mean? And I think I smoked one for about 3 months of that vape. And
it depends on how much you vape. Like, it's as hard on your body as you are on your body. So it's kind of like how hard, and how much you do it, too.
Well, I think, too, that I was a hard hitter.
Like, my first smoke was a Newport. So I was under 10. Huh?
Butane. Your first one was a Newport?
Yeah. That was the first cigarette I ever smoked. And I was under 10 years old, so. I didn't smoke a whole cigarette. That was my first drag of a cigarette was a Newport.
Mine was a Tuscan.
My first drink of liquor was Seagram's Gin. And my first beer was Budweiser. I remember that. All that was, I was under 10 on all that. I don't like gin to this day because of that shit. But
I don't even know what my first was. I'm trying to even. I know my first cigarette was a Tuscan because we'd steal them.
I don't even know what the fuck that is.
I'm gonna look
I ain't
it up
never
in a
heard
second.
that.
Fuck around and find out with that goddamn blue flame bitch. Quit playing with it. Better know what you're doing. You pick up one of these tanks. Might wind up in a med bank, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I've smoked a cigar since I went to Kristen's wedding looking like a bumblebee. Yeah. I went to the wedding to help out with Carolina and shit. And
That's been a minute.
Mm-hmm. But I think it was the last time I smoked a cigar. If I'm not mistaken. Maybe I'm wrong. I'd be forgetful as fuck anyway, so it don't really register if it's true or not sometimes.
Don't register.
No, it don't. It don't. Look, this is a Tuscan. Wrong thing, Tom. Wrong thing, Thomas. Go to Google. That was my first cigarette.
Okay.
Was it Tuscan?
I recognize the pack because all the cheap cigarettes look the same.
Yeah. Oh, have you ever heard of GT1s?
Mm-hmm.
I started with GT1s.
I ain't no fuck with it though.
Yeah, we
I had class.
Nope, we never. Well, see,
I don't want that shit.
Listen
Can
here.
you give me that shit?
They say, you know, this whole transition, right, with all this, I think they're trying to get rid of cigarettes, right? I think they're trying to. It already is a diminished look. Like I know when I'm smoking somewhere, I get looks when I don't give a fuck about where I'm at, and I'm gonna smoke where I fucking want to if it's outside. And it don't matter if I'm at a fucking restaurant or whatnot. If I want to hit that goddamn cigarette, and I'm being courteous while we still making it a thing, like I'm doing something wrong if I choose to do it, right? So what I'm getting at is if you smoke a Newport, which isn't bad, versus this shit, and yet we gonna go to these vapes that's gonna start hurting motherfuckers. Nah, I'm gonna keep my shit. I'm smoked now. I don't know what I was going with that. I had somewhere at the beginning, and I lost it, and I tried to keep going with it. What was I saying? I done got too high fucking with this shit, getting nervous.
I like the vape. I actually want to quit the vape. I'm gonna quit that too.
You think you are?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Because
it's smoking too long.
Yeah, I mean, because it's more convenient. But I ain't gonna stop smoking cigars though.
Okay, so that's okay. Let me ask you this then. I'm not.
Because cigars,
I ain't gonna
like
quit.
it's a
I want to.
all day or everyday thing for me.
Yeah.
Not at this point. Like I don't smoke them like I used to, but I still smoke them occasionally. Depends on if I have time, and that's the thing. Like I ain't finna like one if I ain't got time to enjoy it.
Shit, everyone I do. Oh, you got an ashtray right here. You want it over there?
No, she was telling me to drop my hand.
Oh.
She want to see my face.
That's right. You got to be vocal. We're going to get zoomed in now. It's going to be, so you see those red lines on the TV over there?
Mm-hmm.
So the bottom one, in between that, the bottom red line and the white line, right where your drink is pretty much, that'll be the bottom of what we're going to have. We'll zoom in. I just give me enough space to do different edits and cuts.
Right.
So that's like when I play you this little Instagram shit later, you're going to be looking my way, but I'm going to be covered up by the screen. You know what I'm saying? But I'll zoom in and do different edits. Right. But back to smoking though, and not to cut it short, you know, I'm not going to, I want to quit. I think it'd be healthy for me to quit. But then I think about it. I can still do majority of the shit everybody else can. Don't get me wrong. I have my bad days because I'm a smoker and my lungs taking a beating, right? Mm-hmm. I still run hundreds of miles a year. You know what I mean? Right. So I still keep my cardio up, my heart healthy. I don't have anytime I go to the doctor, there's no issues, no concerns, no nothing. Right. So I believe if I were to quit, I'm going to have problems. Because I know too many people who have smoked their whole life and never got cancer or nothing, that problem. Yeah. And I know people that tried to
quit, they wind up fucking getting sick and shit.
Well, and not even that. I've known a lot of people in the country that smoke these shitty ass cigarettes, these Tuscans and GT1s and White Owls, whole cigars, just because it's 79 cents. We used to steal them bitches from the Indian store. But I know that too many people would just smoke whatever they wanted to, tobacco wise, and they didn't have no problems. I believe that a lot of people I know who talk about it though, even when they quit younger, wind up later. Yeah, it seems like there's something there. I ain't no scientist, but goddamn, I feel healthy. Right. You know. My knees hurt, but that's it. But that's old age, right? We all pop out the bed. Yeah. How you supposed to be Jack in the Box all damn every year?
I ain't gonna say it ain't possible, but it's you're fortunate if you're still able to be Jack in the Box, if that's what you call it.
Well, I feel like that now taking the Adderall.
Because I've had the injuries and stuff, so I know mine's gonna be. That's why I try to go get it now, because I know at some point, like I'm gonna have to slow down. Yeah. Like, cause I hurt smoke. Now at times.
I still smoke. I still do everything the same.
But like I hurt now.
I hurt every day too.
And I, be old man grunting and shit.
Hey, I'm telling you, they've been giving me crack for years, and I'm gonna keep taking it. And the moment I pop that bitch, all that pain is not thought about no more. Right. I am fucking doing something. I don't give a damn. I ain't gonna lie. The hardest part of getting older, I think, is sleeping. For me, when it comes to the pain. I can pretty much distract myself or do something or like take a few minutes to stretch and like try to give my body that attention for the week or whatever. But at nighttime, it don't matter. I'll always wind up waking some kind of twisted and fucked up. I'm for real. It'd be like one night I'll go to bed, my left side be hurting. I wake up, the right side be hurting. I done had a heating pad on the left side the whole time I'm dressing. It just said, bitch, I'm going to move over. That's all it did. That's how I feel most mornings waking up. My shoulder, which you remember back when I had left, I got shoulder surgery and all fucked up. That is an ongoing thing, but it's just getting old is hard to sleep, man. It don't matter, and all the fractures. It feels like
I ain't
everything.
got no problem sleeping.
Shit.
I'm tired. I'm going to bed.
That's that crack.
I'm like a motherfucking old man. Like, be respectful. It's like, don't call me after 8, 9:30. Like, motherfucker, I'm finna go to bed. That's what you should be doing. I'm fucking finna be 40 years old. Like, I ain't up no more. You know, I ain't got no reason to be.
I can't do it.
I ain't nothing I'm finna sit up and talk with a motherfucker about unless it's some money. Other than that, I ain't.
That's what it's getting to now. That's what it's getting to. I'll still get up for some money, and I'll still stay up and work for some money or for some potential avenue that's going, building my brand and stuff like that. But no, if it ain't like tonight, I'm going to network. Yeah. I don't know, but a handful of people there.
Right.
And I'm grateful to be a part of what's happening tonight. But I'm just going to network. It's my opportunity to work. And I ain't going to no play and party and have no fun. I'm going to introduce myself and be the crazy cracker.
And because that's just my thing. Like I don't do some of the same shit I used to do. Like I don't hang out. I don't go clubbing and stuff like that. So it's like after about 6:30, if I ain't already doing something, it's kind of like time to wind down and chill now. So shit, it's about 8:30, 9 o'clock. I'm be in the bed watching YouTube. My feet crossed and shit. That's about it for me.
All YouTube? You got Instagram?
Yeah, I got Instagram.
You be watching the reels?
Nah, not really.
No.
I don't like. I post a little bit, not really on Instagram so much, more so Facebook. But majority of the stuff that I post is gonna be kind of mostly business related, and then I post a little bullshit because that's what entertains people and that's what kind of gravitates them towards your page or keep watching. But like, I don't really have an interest in Facebook like that. Because I'll run across and see some shit I don't like, and that's my shit. I keep scrolling or whatever the case, but it's just like, I done clicked on here to see this shit, man. I don't want to see that bullshit.
Yeah.
So.
Well, see, that's like, I've been doing comedy, so I done learned in comedy, or trying to do stand-up comedy and network and try to build that, because I always be a crazy dude, so I try to be creative. If it feels good, looks good, you might as well try it, right? So.
That's what they say about Coke.
Yeah, I ain't do it. I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna do that. I don't want no cocoa bean. But I do feel that I've transitioned my Facebook, I feel like, to allow me to say what I want to say in a more comedic way, like I always post. I guess I feel like I have.
Yeah.
But at the same hand, it's not about everybody's bullshit no more. I ain't sharing shit. I'm not in the loop. It's all about other people's network and other people's posts, other people's what they got, where they're going next month, what show's gonna be about, what events coming up, trying to be more promotional.
Right.
But I can't get away from Instagram, bro. When you talk about, I watch YouTube too for podcasts while I'm working to distract me, but Instagram, them reels, bro. Fuck, man. There's so many deaths, car wrecks, and just crazy fucking shit that goes on them reels. Last, I'd say 2 months ago, there was starting off with bitches bringing out their titties, right? Now, there was these fake babies, okay? And they allowed them to show the action of breastfeeding. But these bitches is looking at you, bro, in there. They got the baby,
Like they breastfeeding with the wrong intention. Like it's more to it than just a breastfeed.
They ain't even looking at the baby. Yeah. That baby, and the baby is a doll. It ain't even a real baby. It's clearly just bundled up fucking piece of plastic. You know what I'm saying? Now, if I were to get online and pull my dick out and fuck a pocket pussy and just say it was some silicone, I'd be fucked up. Right? I think so. Don't get me wrong. I don't mind seeing the titties. I love the titties, but it's inappropriate. For me, I'm trying to get away from all that horn dog and shit. I'm a settled down man. I don't want to see all that provocative shit when I don't want to.
Yeah, that's kind of my thing. Like I said, I'm kind of at the age to where, like, for me to be affiliated or.
Oh, you dropped the ash. Damn, I knew
I'll clean
up one of them.
Yeah, I'll clean up.
That's all right. I come through here and clean up every now and then. You all right? That's what it's here for. This is my area for right now.
But like if it ain't about no money, if it ain't about something that like wisdom. Don't get me wrong. I like a little comedy every now and then because everybody need a laugh. But if it ain't really about no money or it ain't about no substance, if it ain't like changing my mindset about something I might have been fucked up about, I don't want to see that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or, seeing other people do some positive shit. Other than that, I don't really want to see that shit.
Yeah. Now, look, you talking about business and all. Mm-hmm. You done ventured off and left where we used to work, and you got your own business, if I'm correct, right?
Right.
And tell me a little bit about it. Let people know what it is you do and what you out there doing.
Well, most people do because most people, they know I've been welding for, it'll be 20 years now. Mm-hmm. So most people know I weld, but most people didn't know that I started doing it mobile, and it wasn't until I had my accident to where it was like, I think what really I always wanted to do it, but what really brought me to it was I had my accident, and then when we had that shutdown or layoff or whatever the case, it was I felt the way because it was like when we had that big ass layoff for COVID, it was like you controlled my finances at that point. So while I was hurt, I was like, I got to buy me a work truck and I got to make me a work truck. You know what I'm saying? So when I can walk and work again and this, that, and the third, it was like I could control somewhat aspect of how much money I made, not just solely rely on a company for my paper. Like I turn down work at times because I don't have time to do it. Like I can't get to everybody. It may be just say I may, and it's depending on what people need repaired, but may have a dry week. Everybody might have a good week and they don't tear up shit. You know what I'm saying? And that might be a week. And it's cool because I'm always working. But then it might be a fucking Friday where it's like 8 people done tore up something. It's like, oh, y'all motherfuckers done tore up some shit today. Like, yeah, I can't get to all y'all today. You know what I'm saying? So I got to kind of plan it out or whatever case. But for the most part, I stay pretty busy. But it's a mobile repair service.
Yeah.
And I don't really care care what it is or, long as it can be done, I'll do it. You know what I'm saying? I try not to limit myself to, let's just say, tractor trailers because I do work on those.
That's what I was about to say. You do from tractor trailers. I see you do handrails. I've seen you do lawnmowers, all sorts of stuff.
I don't care what it is because it keeps me interested and it keeps you kind of well rounded because you'll have people who need stuff done, but if they only see you working on tractor trailers, then they think that's all that you do.
Yeah, they think you're limited.
Yeah. So I like to kind of, and it kind of keeps me interested in a lot of it. Money keeps me interested, but if I keep just say repairing the same thing on tractor trailers, people get bored with seeing that because I post a lot of work. So that kind of helps with the rise of, I guess, the name or you know what I'm saying, the business or whatever. So
it's cool you stuck with it though.
I kind of keep it well rounded.
It's cool you stuck with it though, and not letting that layoff kind of take away from the trade you'd built and like all the skills you'd learned. Kind of took advantage of that opportunity.
Right.
I mean, it sucks what happened, direct, but still, how it failed, it might have, shit. I'll tell you, it's better than working there again. I'll tell you that.
I think it's a push. I think it was one of those things as a push. I think it was something that needed to be done because I had been talking about it even before then.
Well, this happened like a year after I had left, I think, or a couple years.
Yeah.
Because I got fired way before COVID. I was in.
So it was like a year before. It was at least a year.
No, because I was at the other job for maybe 2 years with COVID, maybe. And then, because that's when my whole shit storm started at the other job where I quit.
Right.
So that's probably about 2 years. Because I was probably there about 2.5. I was already topped out. So, maybe. So, anyhow, go ahead. I'm sorry. Yeah. I wasn't trying to cut it.
No, I think it was just one of the things that kind of pushed me. You know what I'm saying? Because you know me. We've known each other for a long time. So, you know me when I get aggravated with some shit. Like, when I get my mind made up about something, that's kind of it. Like, it ain't even.
Done.
I don't even care what got to happen. I don't really care what I got to lose to do it. Like, that's just what it is. I'm just like that.
And you say that. I'm grateful enough to, and I'd like to express while I'm, on podcast and just to you personally, because I ain't seen you in a while. I'm so grateful that you looked out for me when all went south for me, and I was able to be a father and be able to build my relationship with my daughter and have that opportunity to get where I am today. Because I don't think if I had that year and a half being able to look out for me and help me out, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. I really wouldn't. I don't think I would.
I think,
I'm so grateful for it. I want you to know that.
Well, I mean, you're welcome, man. But to me, it ain't really a thanks that's necessary. I think it's just shown by action. Like, it ain't really, for me, it ain't a verbal thank you. It's a swap. You know what I'm saying? Just show me that you're grateful. You know what I'm saying? And let's keep it how it is. And people's lives grow. Different things happen. Life be happening and shit. But you know what I'm saying? I was your brother then. I'm your brother now.
Yeah.
Just keep the energy the same for the most part, as much as you can. You know what I'm saying? Because you got your family and stuff. But in my mind, like, as a friend, as a brother, like, that's kind of what you're supposed to do. When somebody falls, you go through it with them. You know what I'm saying? And whatever you can do to accommodate, then that's what you do.
Yeah.
Because if shit goes south for you, that's kind of what you expect out of them.
Yeah.
Especially if that's what you expect out of them, then you got to step up when they fall.
I'm gonna tell you
on some
what
shit.
you saying that. That's something I feel like I've learned more and more about over the years. Of that, you can't expect from others. You can't. What is it? How do you say it?
Don't expect you out of other people.
Yeah. Don't expect you out of other people. Whatever you expect is never gonna be brought to the same head you expect it to be brought to. It's never gonna be talked about the same way you expect it to be talked about. Never gonna be handled the same way you talked about. Shit's always gonna be under the rug, and I don't know. I see it more now. I understand more of what it, and I think that just to, it ain't about just a podcast or whatnot. But I ain't seen you in a minute, so and I've never said this type of stuff to you, expressed it. So it's like I really feel like when I was in my hardest to be a father, not having the father and the role models that I didn't have, that brother figure that you gave me more of principles and building myself out and growing than I could. That I look back and I'm really grateful for.
Well, I think that's what we supposed to do. We supposed to teach. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's a part of being a friend. Like, and not only teach but learn something. So you was just at a point in life to where, if you want to call it guidance, you know what I'm saying, or support, you needed that, and I could offer it. So why not give it? If I fuck with you, why not help you get through whatever it is that you're going through? Because there's been times where it's like, on financial shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, hey, man, what you do about XYZ? And then you could tell me because I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? That's the same support that I was giving you, just in a different way. So it's all about, being able to teach somebody something and being able to take something away from it. And it's a transactional thing.
Well, I'm going to tell you this, too. The second side to that coin. I read the Quran while I was at Kimberly and Clark. I keep it at my highest on the pedestal.
Yeah, I've seen it.
I don't say I'm a Muslim, but I will say that I do believe in the principles. I do believe that I knew I was working for something, even though it didn't pan out how I wanted to in that situation before I needed that help, right? And like looking back on all the things I've got to, all the signs I've seen, and all the work to where I've put on myself, then I read this book and these principles, right? And I see how I align so much with it. It also shows me that I don't think that it's all about choices. I do think sometimes this shit is meant to happen that way. And it's placed there for the guidance that's needed by us or the help that's needed by us. It may only be, and I say this humbly, it may have only been for me and what I needed for mine. I say that selfishly, but at the same hand, I look at it and I see that by seeing that, you have to show that gratitude with it. Even if it is the way, like you're saying, like you need it in ways where you need knowledge or whatever ways you're retrieving it from, but that gratitude back is important. You know what I mean? And being able to be accountable for the gratitude. It ain't just about what you feel or gratitude's needed. It's always about hearing that other person out and trying to, like you say, accommodate to what that need is they need, Right. And I've learned that more along the lines too. We talk about, I can't help you no more. Like, I feel like I'm topped out with finances. I done gave it all away, bro. Right. Boss lady is the man. And man, what do I say? I don't even know how the shit keeps going up. I'm just sitting here waiting, Right. I ain't fuck the fund. That's how I look at it. I got an allowance. But we can figure it out. That's why I tell you, anything you need to know, we'll figure it out. And where I was going with that is I feel like she was placed for me. Right. I joke with her, and I joke sometimes about it on stage. Is like, I know God's real because the amount of times I chased away from like just white folks in general and wanted to settle down with someone other than it was white, I still wound up with a high school sweetheart that I didn't ever think I was going to see again, right. That I never got to explore or like get to indulge in her personality past just a friendship or just sitting in front of her. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I look at all these things after reading the Quran, man. I really am blessed for what he's given me to walk through because I've learned so much in life. And I think that I've met some really great people. I think you're one of them. I think one of my closest friends that I've had in my life. And this meant a lot to me, giving me more than just a brothership in my eyes. Right. And yeah, it's important for me to get it off now. And I appreciate you just letting me say it. And it ain't got to be no, let's keep going on it. But I definitely wanted to say it to you because.
Like I said, I think for me, you know me, like I don't really fuck with a whole lot of people. But like I take stuff to heart. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't just say shit loosely. You know, like some people be like, "What's up, bro?" And then they walk off around the corner and then they be talking about you. I ain't like that. Yeah. If I talk about you, I ain't finna talk to your ass. Yeah. Like I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? So, for me to sit there and say, "I'm gonna call you brother," like that means I have to be willing to do what a brother does for a brother. You know what I'm saying? So, and I ain't never been a person to care about a color or whatever, or a skin tone or complexion. I ain't never cared about that. It's all about how you treat me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I give you what you give back. And it ain't really about what you can give, but as long as your gratitude meets what you say that you're grateful about, I can work with that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, most of the time, like I said, if you was to ask me for something, like you ain't never heard me ask for it back.
Mm-mm.
Because I gave it
Because you
to
had it to give.
Yeah, I gave it to you because that's what I wanted to give you. Like,
Yeah.
it ain't just because you asked me or I feel like I'm obligated. I gave it to you, and I wasn't looking for shit back. You know what I'm saying? I was able to do something for you, and then that's what it is. And then later on, you know, if you able to do something for me, then that's my payment back. But if not, then cool, because I gave it because I wanted to, not because you needed it per se.
Yeah. Well, I know that. Look, I try to teach Carolina some of this shit, right?
Mm.
And we get to stoplights downtown, and you see somebody who's hard off, got to sign up. Some people don't have signs; they struggling homeless
Some of
downtown.
that shit be scams though. I
It
don't be
is.
fucking with that
Now
shit.
look,
like,
now,
I be feeling bad though.
Okay, listen here.
Like I ride by a motherfucker.
I'm gonna give you the scenario where I know downtown. I know by doing comedy, a lot of these guys come in these spots and are not scammers per se, but they've given up on life to a degree, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they don't necessarily have the effort, right? And now, unless Carolina has the choice when we stop, and Maven, I'm gonna try to do the same thing with Maven. I think it's great, but it's backfired twice, right? So most times downtown is where I feel like they're most honest, because I'll tell Carolina straight up, if I see new shoes, no, this is different. If there's someone out there that's rugged and rough, it's fine. If I know you look like, if you're pulling it off well enough, even, all right, you'll get the choice, right? If it's up to me by myself, I'll make that choice myself, right? But now Clearwater in South Carolina over there's a 4-way light, right? There's a lady at one light and a man at the other. Like they just come out of a goddamn redneck Sunday service. The bitch got on a watch that's not no band watch, but fucking shiny all the way around. She in a nice dress and flip-flops. He on the other corner in some cargo shorts and some Nikes or New Balances and a raggy shirt. Both of them got signs. I don't give a fuck what hardship you going through. Why you ain't doing something during the week? If you here on a Saturday on the corners trying to scam, that's a scam to me. Now, second one, we pulled over to help these just got going towards Bobby Jones on Laney Walker, right? Mm-hmm. Right before you get to Bobby Jones, there's Hagler. Right there in front of Hagler, them ditches, right? There's a F250, F150, something like that, in the dirt, in the mud, right? It's just been raining. So we passed by and was like, Carolina, I got the chain. You want to turn around and help him? We in the truck. And she's like, yeah, let's do it. Yeah. So we turn around, and it's an old white dude, right? I mean, an old white dude, like, in coveralls, right? Gets out, and like, you give you help. Carolina gets out, is getting out while I'm like meeting him, truck to truck. I done moved around and backed up to him, got ready. So he's talking to me. He's like, yeah, just hook it up. So then he hollers. I forget what the dude's name was. We'll call him fucking Hank, okay? Hank, come on, Hank. This motherfucker gets the coveralls, plaid shirt, both of them big boys, right? This motherfucker don't say a word the whole time, Devin. The whole time he don't say. What's that? That redneck off Waterboy? Fuck.
That was Coach.
Okay.
Just have the defense run.
Sprint.
You know what I'm talking about?
He was one of the motherfuckers from the swamp. I don't know his name. Yeah.
But yeah, he scared me. And nonetheless, he scared the fuck out of me. You hear me? Because I'm trying to be helpful and teach her a lesson. Right. And
but you don't want to put yourself in a bad situation either.
Yeah, because the one dude ain't saying much, but he's talking to fucking Hank.
Right.
And
I don't know what you're talking about.
And Hank ain't saying shit. And I got a GED, and I understand some dumb motherfuckers, okay? Right. I don't understand goddamn Hank. Hank, and like, oh, man.
I don't mind helping a person, but it's just, like I don't need an explanation about your situation. But long as when I go to help, I feel sincerely you need help, then I give you what I got in my pocket, whether it's $100 or $20.
Let me pause it. I'm sorry. I'm going to wait till we get a moment. I'll play it good.
But no, I'm just saying, I just got to feel like you sincere about your situation. Like, you come up and you say, hey, man, I want to give me something to eat. I got to, sincerely, if I feel like you going to go buy some weed, that shit, I ain't finna give it to you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But if I feel like you hungry, so I might, almost kind of pull a trick. You know, it ain't really a trick, but it's like, you know, it's like you say you want something to eat, and I'm like, oh, you want to go take you get something to eat, and you say yeah, then that means that you kind of really want something to eat. Yeah. No, man, you can go get you know what I'm saying? I ain't tripping. You know what I'm saying? I got to check and make sure that you talking, you know, you for real about what you talking about. Yeah. You know, but
well, that's like them guys at the comedy clubs that I was saying. I know some of them be out there. I could see them out there sometimes standing, looking or walking around. I go run downtown, so I see a lot of regulars is what I'm saying. Right. But there's some guys, they'll hit up the comedy spots when the comedy nights are for cigarettes and money and drink and whatnot. Right. But after a month of giving you cigarettes, and I cut money off I see you regular anyways. Right. Because I'm not going to be your fun for whatever it is you're doing, not getting your shit together. Right. But I understand the cigarette.
I shouldn't have to see you in the same spot either.
No, hell no.
You know what I'm saying? Like, no. Cause it be striking me like sometime like I'll see a motherfucker like on Bobby Jones exit where the mall is, and then 2:00, bitch, you cross town. Like, how you get over here?
Yo, we saw a motherfucker yesterday over downtown where the railroad tracks is, where you head back towards the Croc Center, right at the railroad track. This motherfucker is talking to the ditch dancing. Hey, he's just shaking maracas. It ain't no maraca, it's just whatever, a stick or something's in his hand, just and pointing at the ditch. And Carolina's like, you see him dancing? I'm like, he's having fun.
Oh, this mission statement dope, man.
Ain't it though?
Ain't it? This mission statement, bro.
Now look, it took before you say that, it took me 5 times to say it all the way through proper. I kept f***ing up. I was like, I can't read. All right, oh yeah.
Certified CEO clothing was created to fit and mold anyone with a true desire to be successful and chase their dreams. The CEO in the brand stands for consistency, effort, opportunity. Therefore, anyone who believes in this concept and applies them to their everyday life can be certified CEO in their own right. So dare to accomplish what others say cannot be done. Train your mind to strive for greatness and let your passion to win overcome any obstacle presented to you. Certified CEO clothing is designed to illuminate the inner leader, visionary, hustler inside of you. If consistency puts forth the effort, it will yield the opportunity.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you.
That's dope, man.
So let's just say you did something, you got it, and you did something wow that's like outside of what should be done, right? But you're really not, just say, affiliated anymore when it comes to that. They get the bad rap because it's attached to them. You know what I'm saying? So if, you know, by still having them, like, it's out of respect, you know what I'm saying, and good politics to make sure, you know what I'm saying, it's okay to, you know what I'm saying, advertise that, you know what I'm saying, because they may not mind, especially if you're doing it in a good light, because it only promotes them as well.
Here's my worry though. I'm gonna tell you my concern. I'm the white dude that walked away without giving his colors. Not to say that's how I think. I just don't know if he remembers me like that or if it's that important. I believe and I respect that. That's why I don't bring it out, because I do respect what I was a part of.
He couldn't forget you. You don't want a white boy down.
I'd hope not. But what I'm saying, I don't feel like I made enough impact on him to where like that respect for he would know where I'm coming from off the rip. Right. I would do my best to make an approachable message or whatnot. But I still feel like, I don't know. I know his brand is bigger than my podcast. You see what I'm saying? Right. And I can't diminish that reality. There's a good chance it's his. And
then too, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's kind of a give and take, you know what I'm saying, to a degree. Like, you know, if you're showing it, you know what I'm saying, and it helps with your visibility. So make sure you give them the visibility in a good light, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like a shout out, you know what I'm saying? Nobody may have never heard of the organization until you mention it, or you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, it can be a transitional thing, you know what I'm saying? You just got to uphold your end of the bargain when you're doing it, because if you do something bad with, you know, around that, then they get their bad name for it, not you. You know what I'm saying?
Well, see, this is, so I look at it like I'm not ashamed of leaving, okay? I'm not. I feel like the club changed to a degree that I ain't gonna say was unsettling or anything. It just wasn't the same fun no more. And it wasn't about what it was when it started for me. And I feel like I had to prioritize what I had to take care of. And once I moved across the bridge, it was a lot harder for me to feel like I was connected with everybody. And I don't feel not to say it was expectation of people to reach out or like to keep that respect.
You do have
but,
that expectation.
But I don't
Not
feel like
you in general,
yeah,
but people do have that expectation.
I mean, you know, I was trying. It ain't that I was trying to prove myself. I was trying to be involved. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to be a good member and do my part for what I was a part of.
Right.
And I always felt like I tried my best for all that. And I don't feel like once some of that changed, it was time for me to make a choice. And I made my choice.
Right.
And I don't want it to come off disrespectful, but I do feel like I earned those colors. I remember the night I met was at my first anniversary. It's when my coming out.
Mm-hmm.
It was my coming out.
Right.
I was in the parking lot. I didn't stop. I knew what we had to accomplish for putting it on. So it's like, why am I going to sit and socialize with everybody when nobody's going to give me time of day, half time anyways, because I'm just a pro be trying to earn, right?
Right.
And I just did what I had to do as task. And I remember that stuck out to him. And I remember he saw the drive and he was like, when you know, you got him. I got you.
Well, I think it becomes unfun, especially in that world, I guess. It becomes unfun when you add more politics than fun, because it's more of a union thing. Don't get me wrong, it is work. You know what I'm saying? You do have to work because you got to travel, you got to do your community stuff and this, that, and third. So it is work. But then when you make it all about politics instead of getting together, then that's when the dynamic and the feeling change about it. You know what I'm saying? And then when you chase a title more than you chase brotherhood, you know what I'm saying? When you care more about a title than you do about the person standing next or right of you, because the thing of it is like, just say in whatever percent bracket, 99 or 1, whatever, like the colors ain't gonna do shit to defend you. It's the man to the left or the right of you. You know what I'm saying? So when you chase more of the patch and not really fuck with the man to the left or right of you, then you kind of lose sight of the so-called brotherhood in the first place. You know what I'm saying? Like, it becomes a job. No job is actually really fun. People make the job fun. They're just like, no job is actually bad. People well, it is bad jobs, but normally there's really not a bad job.
I'm sure if you had the right person, you could clean a sewage with no problem.
Yeah, like
the right
person. I can clean a sewer with you because you're stupid.
Yeah,
like
I'm not gonna make that. If I'm gonna be pissed off, you at least gonna be laughing at me.
We're gonna at
pissed
least
off.
have fun doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's what makes it. That's how motherfucking work a job that they hate for fucking 10, 15 years or whatever case, having the right energy around them. You know what I'm saying? And it's the same thing when you deal with shitty situations. You know what I'm saying? Like, the situation ain't really that bad if you in good company. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's the way I feel about it.
And you saying that, I'm gonna show you Calvin. I'm gonna get this pulled up and show you Calvin. I should have it on here. I know it's on the iPad, but that's the one part about this podcast and stuff. I lost 2 episodes in the beginning due to transitions and like transferring data. That iPad, once it gets filled up to a certain usage of what it is, it already has a lower processor, if this makes sense. So we was talking about something else, but I got the first episode, we sat in here and recorded. I probably got 30 minutes of his, but his passion for shit and how he is for it, it don't matter. He just knows that that's what he's supposed to be doing. Right. And he's content with all the extra bullshit that he has to do or whatever, however he feels about his life. Right. You know what I'm saying? He's good. I'm not saying he's great. You know, I'm sure he has bad days and you know, certain stuff, but the man he is, how he holds himself and how he is for the people. Like for me, he'll come over here tomorrow if I want to record. And he'll still, you know, and I don't pay nobody else, put it like that. Right. I appreciate his craft and what he brings every time, a new instrument, a new like first time we was talking about how his father or his father or grandfather, I think it was father, if I'm not mistaken. Anyhow, they were going around giving black folks names, and he said, I'm not doing that. And his last name is Cutledge, and he saw like a ledge and some other thing that was called Cutledge or something like that, and he made his own last name on the spot to give the independence to. And it was a story I wasn't expecting, you know what I mean? But from that to we're talking about there's some kids that come downtown specifically for lessons because they're going to It's like the off season when they're not in their classes for music. They come down here and practice with him. He done played in Chicago with James Brown, all these other people or whatnot. Man, if I could only wind up that humble in my life,
Right.
like
Those are the kind of people you appreciate, though. You know what I'm saying? Because they ain't out here trying to rag on you and shit on you. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just trying to do something positive and, you know what I'm saying? Hope you enjoy the ride if you going to partake in their company.
and like I say, it don't matter what I want to talk about. He understands what I'm trying to do here. He sees what I'm doing like having that, like most. So it's like with him, we try to intertwine. Like we talk about how Maven, I met him downtown. He met Maven for the first time, and he played the saxophone for Maven and put Maven pretty much to sleep. And now Maven goes to sleep to Frank Sinatra and fucking Louis Armstrong, and all we do is put a song on and swing him and dance, and he'll go to fuck sleep.
Right.
So not because of him, but Carolina's been attached to him since she first heard him play at Mellow Mushroom. And it's like, so the development I got with him and how we talk, he'll give me all sorts of shit about his life sometimes. Right. And to me, it's insightful because I can't wait to change my name. That's what started the conversation. Was like, I'm gonna change my last name to my wife's last name when I get married. And
that's,
he was like,
that's interesting. I ain't never heard that. But go
well,
ahead.
okay, we'll talk about it real quick. We can get off it. Just to follow up with it though. He was willing enough to like be vulnerable enough and talk about that when I know if I was in those shoes, I don't know how I'd feel about that last name. It's not even still my last name, and yet it's still, I would feel more acceptable than being given one if I known that to be true. You know what I mean? Not to speak in any other black person's shoes because I ain't black, but I couldn't imagine that, you know. But I can see myself saying, I ain't cool with my last name. It ain't nothing but heartache and the wrong turns and just constant circles I know I need to break. So it's time for a new change. And I'm going to build my own name from the man I am. You know what I mean?
Well, I think you can still make a good change or a turn. All it takes is you. Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're just a representative of the last name, so you could be the turnaround for what was negative about it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you don't have to change it. I'm not persuading you not to.
I'm changing it.
That's your business.
Listen to this.
Up to you.
Maven's name is Maven Dante Archer, MDA. A little bit of that
And
drug.
I was wondering, I was like, where the fuck did he get that name Archer from? Like,
and now when we get married, Carolina has the choice. She can take Archer if she wants to, and I'll pay. We'll work it out, and we'll all be archers. But I am TSA, so you got to come through security if you want to get to the drug. You know what I'm saying?
Stupid.
Yeah. Thomas. It won't be Thomas no more. I'll be Tommy Samuel Archer. I'm gonna keep my middle name because I don't know. I never knew my great grandfather or grandfather. I never knew my father's father, and that's who I'm named after. But I don't know if he was a bad dude or not. I know that's so. Instead of keeping the last name, I'm just gonna keep my middle name to someone I don't have any circles connected to. Does that make sense?
Right.
So I'm still connected to like.
Still connected to it,
but I ain't. I'm putting my own stamp down. Put my own stamp down. And I feel like when he spoke about that, that's how we had that. Because I feel like that's what his dad was going through in that moment. I'm not doing that. I'm putting my own stamp down. This is what we're going by. And he's proud of his last name and what he just wants. It's such a blessing to be in his presence sometimes. Just because life is hard. And I know he had a hard life. And he still is just a joyful motherfucker.
Older people are like, it makes you, they make you notice the things you should be appreciative of. I think I like sitting around old folk and listening to them and this, that, and the third. I could talk to them all day long for the most part because like they have a different vibe to the conversation versus trying to talk to somebody your age. Like they're just trying to give you guidance. They ain't really trying to change your mind. They ain't trying to manhandle you or force you to do. You do what you want to do. I'm just gonna tell you.
And
like,
some of them hear you speak and they be like, okay.
And they done talking to you.
They done talking to you.
Yeah, like because that's kind of the way I am.
No more criticism, no more advice.
Right, and it's like for me, like a motherfucker come and ask me some shit, and you go to talking crazy, your vibe get off. Like, okay, we done talking. Like I'm done talking to you. Like that's just the way I am, though.
See, I think
mine comes from being stubborn.
I ain't getting that way more than I am. I start to recognize people who. Because you don't know who's doing work behind the scenes. I'll say that first and foremost. But when it's supposed to be progress, that's when it starts to make sense for me. Like when you just like some people I know, they got a lot of hype. They start making choices. They start making moves, but then you still not controlling the finances right or doing certain things that you know you're supposed to be doing, but you letting slack in other places. So like the whole shit just crumbles. And it's like once you see it start tumbling, I've noticed more like, all right, time for me to step back.
Right.
Because you ain't gonna take advantage of me. I ain't gonna let you take advantage of me.
Right.
I'm trying my own, not to, make sure I'm not manipulating nobody or leading nobody wrong by my creation. So how am I supposed to? So I see that a lot. I recognize that more than I do. I try to recognize that from the older folks, but you never know. I don't know. My pop still won't talk to me about certain shit. He don't give a damn. He don't give a fuck.
Need to get you a snake plant.
Man, this is a
Off topic. I'm sorry. It's just.
What kind of plant is this? A house plant. They ain't even no name for this bitch.
That's just what it's called.
It's just a house plant, motherfucker.
Okay.
It's just that.
Get you a snake plant.
maybe
They good
not.
for.
Maybe not. Maybe it's a croton, not a proton. Croton.
Okay.
I don't know if that's true. I don't know plants. I ain't got no green thumb.
It's good for like oxygen and stuff like that. And
Man.
they predominantly, most plants give off or filters oxygen in the rooms and stuff during the daytime.
Mm-hmm.
Those do it more so at night, so it'll better help you sleep and all that kind of shit.
Well, I wanted a real one. This ain't real.
Well, I know. I wasn't gonna say nothing, but
I ain't gonna lie though. When I saw them though, some of them ones at the store, I wanted that. I know that one's fake too, but when I say that for the viewers, some of them motherfuckers look real.
yeah,
Some of them, if you put them in the right design, it's real. I'm a swap. This won't be in here for long, probably. I got to work on the house some and do some modifications. Once I get AC and heat and air in here, I'm gonna move to the office over there, and she gonna move out here, and then she gonna do the whole greenery shit. Cause I got all them bay doors shit. That's what we gonna
for
do.
the lights.
No, for the what lights? No,
The
for
sunlight.
the plants.
Yeah, for the sunlight.
Oh yeah, light of the sun. Yeah. I'm gonna try to do it in there too somehow, but I'm gonna have to have grow lights to give it so I don't have to. This motherfucker's expensive, bruh. Guess how much that motherfucker was?
Probably about $40.
Keep going.
50.
Keep going.
Motherfucker, just tell me.
65.
I wouldn't have bought it.
Well,
I mean,
you know the reason we bought it, and it makes sense. I want one. 'Cause
You're only
I
gonna
think-
buy it one time though. I mean,
Yeah, it was only one. You see, I only got one.
So it's like-
This is real. This is a house plant. If I gotta reiterate, house plant. But
I mean, it's decor.
But
Decor costs money.
this was too much for her. I was like, but baby, it's me. All this back here behind me is me. My ADHD, my mind everywhere. Nothing's just one thought in my head at one time. And then she's like, well, it don't matter. Some greenery would look good. And I put it in here, and I was like, damn, this motherfucker right again. For real. I didn't want nothing to do with this bitch. Now, every time I put the episode on, I was like, where am I going to put this little bitch at? Where am I going to put this motherfucker? It's aggravating. It don't make sense. But it covers up just enough to where it's not too much. And it's
Yeah.
low enough. It's fine for right
like
now.
I mean, it looks good in the shop.
It's all right. Yeah, it's not bad. Not bad. I done had that motherfucker all over this damn room, though. And when I get done, it's in the way. So I put it somewhere. And next thing you know, it winds up in the way. And you can't just bend that bitch out every time. It's aggravating as fuck. That's what I tried to do right here. And look. I be getting aggravated by this little fucker. But yeah, there's some bamboo. I thought about getting a real one in here because she wants all or in my podcast. And like I said, getting grow lights and have it on it to where it help out because ain't much light in there. I'd have to do it out here. And you say, man, look, you saw the little bit of inside. Look, I got a goddamn fucking forest out there I took down.
Yeah, I see.
Now, this is the third time this yard has looked like that. I had 4 loads to the landfill, and I burnt the big pile back there at the top of the hill. I burned all that at one point already, twice. That ain't true. Once.
So you like this spot better than the old spot?
Ooh, we'll see. Mama Dukes lives in her mama lives in the old spot.
Okay.
She moved from Texas,
Oh,
and
that's right. Yeah, you did tell me that.
she lives there. They I mean, it's pretty much up. There's some cosmetic stuff needs to be finished, but we pretty much got everything done. New front door, shit like that, and we got it insulated. Once I got it insulated and everything, I felt more comfortable because I know that brought the electricity down. Just because it was that old ass fucking house, but I don't know, man. It's weird because there's so much that needs to be done here. Not so much, just not what I expect.
What you want.
Yeah, when you walk in here and because we viewed the house full, that it wasn't empty. So all the flaws were hidden by your beds and every fucking thing else.
Right.
And then, so the market was what the market was. And we'd have been on the market for almost a year trying to look for something. And the main thing is the schools right now. And it kind of, I'll say with it going up the way it has, I feel like I've won. Yeah, I feel like it fits.
Right.
It's if I keep working on it, it's gonna bring value. But this ain't where I'm trying to end up. No,
Right.
I don't like being these motherfuckers over here. Got 2 goddamn herding dogs. They goddamn nonstop. This bitch, literally bitch, and that's definition is a female dog. So I'm allowed to say it with aggression and whatever. Little mutt over here is aggressive. I ain't scared of her, but I'll put my hand up. I'll address Mateo. Mateo's trained for the most part. Listen, I'm alpha. You know what I mean? Same thing kind of with Chaos. He ain't as. I ain't even gonna say the word aggressive because Chaos wasn't aggressive in my mind. He just was him.
Right.
But he wasn't as on point as Mateo. I mean, Chaos was. Mateo will listen to me more calmly, right? Or more quickly.
Right.
So I addressed him the other day, and I saw it for the first time where I go put my hand up with her, trying to get her to know me because I'm sick of hearing them fucking fight, because he's defending us.
Right.
He literally would not listen to me and went right after her. Don't give a fuck. He just something about that dog he don't trust.
Well, that's just like his daddy though.
But he ain't never done that. The only time he's ever done that is with Chaos.
Right.
But that was that day I had to separate them.
Once they get wound up, it's like they don't even listen anymore. All that shit goes out the window.
Never had anything. Bro, I'm telling you, I had him go, I don't know what kind of dogs they are. It's a white dog. It looks like a fucking bear. It's huge. It looks like a Beethoven, Saint Bernard, but it's not a Saint Bernard. It's all white. But anyhow, we was on a greenway. We would see this bitch from time to time. And Mateo, it wasn't that he didn't like him, but that dog would react first, and then Mateo would react back, right?
Right.
This little motherfucker is in the fence, Devin, and don't come across here and instigate Mateo to come over there and say, look, I'm going to kill your ass. I'm going to fuck you up. You get through this goddamn chicken wire. You going to die, And that's okay with me because look at here. I done been trying. I mean, I give the dog, tennis balls. I feed him meat to try and make the little bitch listen and shit. But for too long, antifreeze. And I don't give a fuck. Because them motherfucker, I can't sleep during the day when Mateo's out and pissing. Because the moment he goes over there, she fucking haul a little bitch ass over there. What you over here trying to talk to Cheryl for? Or whatever the fuck they saying. And Mateo don't play that shit. He wants to get through that goddamn fence. I got to cut out a budget in my funds just to fix the bitch before we have a problem. Right. It's bad. And this little bitch ain't nothing. I want to kick her so bad. I'm telling you. I hate that dog. And like I said, these little fuckers over here are cool looking. They long haired little shirters, but they don't shut the fuck up. I be wanting to feed them antifreeze too.
God damn.
But at the fun part of this shit though, I will say this neighborhood. You can move this now. You ain't got to be scared of it. You acting scared of it. Move it out the way.
I'm trying not to move it so much. So
you can move it.
Put it back.
Well, you acting. You going to hit it, and that's going to be even worse. But I'll sit out. You remember All Dogs Go to Heaven? Mm-hmm. I'll sit out back.
Good, yeah.
Huh? I'll sit out back, and I'll sit and smoke me a cigarette and start howling like a dog, and I'll have the whole goddamn neighborhood talking to God. I have the whole neighborhood. My dogs won't be saying a goddamn word, and the whole neighborhood be yelling.
Yeah, because they looking at you like this stupid motherfucker.
Nah. Mateo, he finally barks on command. It's been...
Where you at?
Put up.
Oh, okay.
You want me to get him out and bring him in here? He can come in here. He'll sit. He just got to...
Bobby Bands,
Hey.
certified CEO.
I'm trying to tell you, man.
The certified CEO.
I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah.
Man, you got one of these bags yet?
Nah. Right now, man, I got a couple pieces, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Today I'm rocking my bracelet, you know what I mean? My certified CEO bracelet,
yeah.
you know what I mean? I believe in the brand, certified CEO. Consistency, effort, and opportunity, man. That's the motto. You know
That's
what I mean?
all it is. And that's all you really got to do if you're really striving for something. Consistency, effort, and opportunity.
Facts. Big
you
facts.
get your way.
Big facts.
It's going to come. It ain't going to just be a struggle for no reason. But if the struggle's worth it for you, then you're going to be a certified CEO. You just
Facts.
got to keep putting in the work.
Hey, man, I rock with the brand because I live by the motto. So
Yeah.
when I saw the shirts and I saw the clothing and I met Bobby, I was like, yo, bro, I fuck with that tough.
Yeah.
I fuck with you tough. I like that message. I believe in that message. I preach that message. So it was only right that damn, you know what I mean, I rock the gear.
Look, and this now I'm gonna have to probably do this twice. Certified CEO clothing was created to fit the mold of anyone with a true desire to be successful and chase their dreams. All right, that's a simple little start for you. Okay, just chase the dreams. It ain't hard. You don't know what's gonna come, but you still got to put in the work. All right.
Facts. Be consistent in your efforts and create your opportunities.
That's
Straight
it.
up.
Look, check the link below. Go check them out. They just dropped a new cream jogger. Ooh, I want the hoodie so bad. I'm telling you, I want it. I get invited to the white parties, the all white parties sometimes, the clothes one, and I still pull up in a regular outfit because that's like, what you want me to do? Come in my birthday suit? I can't do that.
Nah.
Y'all go get you some good gear from CertifiedCEOClothing.com. Check them out.
Check that out. Certified CEO clothing.
Stay tuned for always something new.
Big facts.
Sit. Hey, how are you?
Come here. Sit right here. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. He's gonna try to roll on you. You might as well move your foot. Sorry.
You good?
He wants love. Sit. No. Stay. Stay. This is the monster everybody's scared of. No, fuck it. They don't know. They don't know your daddy. They don't know your daddy. That's the crazy thing. I used to get so much attention on running with him because he likes to run. If I go walking with the girls, with the cars and in the car seat and all, and I go to make any kind of movement that's fast, bitch, take off. Now, I maybe walk Chaos. I had him for how long? A year?
It's a little longer than a year, I
A
think.
little longer than a year? Yeah. I used to walk Chaos in the neighborhood. I could never take him anywhere other than the neighborhood, not because of anything like that, but he's too strong. Too strong. Anything he wanted to do, off. The only time it sucks with him like that is when I'm in full run and his attention switches.
Yeah.
But I went to the vet a couple weeks ago, and he was like, he's too fat. So he's been getting trimmed down. And he looks real thin today, but I gave him ground beef and some pork.
Right.
Instead of dog food, so it kind of different protein. But yeah, he ran over 300 miles with me.
Oh, really?
And that's the only time I feel that strength out of him is. I mean, it's not really strength at that point. He is strong, but he ain't. No, Chaos was a beast. That motherfucker, man. And then that's the other thing. So with him, I tried to work on the biting and stuff because he was so big. I saw him. I didn't know if he was going to be he ain't as big as Chaos, I don't think. I think Chaos still has a little height on him, and I think he definitely was a lot wider in the chest. But I think he ain't far on the height.
No, it ain't far in the height. Just in the width.
It's in
the girth.
But he likes to play fight.
Because Chaos' head was almost twice as big as his.
Mm-hmm. But that's he's back to. So what's crazy to me is I'm grateful. I always wanted a dog like Chaos after seeing you work with him and how he was with the family. More than it was about, it's just a pit bull. I just never saw that kind of love from a pit bull. You know what I'm saying? Like I've seen good pit bulls, but I never got to witness the love from a pit bull. You know what I'm saying? So anyhow, he's back down, I think, to an eighth of a lab. No, it's less than an eighth. He's fourth. 4 generations, he's the fourth from a half and half pit bull in a lab.
Right.
So I think he's an eighth or like half an eighth or whatever that is, 16th. But I was so surprised he turned out almost identical as Chaos.
Right.
He really was, and he just same love. Like with the family gets it.
Right.
Family gets it. The only bad part about it, he bum rushes and like how Chaos would come up and do that kiss, and like you wouldn't expect him to leap up and pop your ass right in the mouth, having a bloody lip because he wants a kiss. What the fuck? But yeah, he plays rough with me. He likes to play rough. He won't play rough with nobody else but me. And anytime the kids cry and shit, he's real alert. He's good boy.
Yeah.
He just He just fucks them. They just dig holes and eat some shit. That's it, man. They be fucking eating shit. That's like Remy, the other dog we got. She's I am gonna say it wrong. It's fucking Australian short hair pointer or German short hair. Some animal, right? It's her dog, bird dog. She likes squirrels, but she'll dig fucking holes. This bitch took off my goddamn. You know how the your gutters come down with that little white post all the way to the ground, and then sometimes they'll go into the ground. Get down. You better. He know he's not supposed to. You gave him a win. His is the one on the end. He's allowed to get on the chair and that footstool. That's it. He knows too. But then she took off the part that goes to the ground for the fucking French drain, the little plastic, and she ripped that bitch out just because it was on the ground because I guess it moved or something. Yeah. And she got reactive, and now she wants all of them. This bitch crazy, stupid. I done seen this bitch eat insulation, like thinking it's cotton candy. This bitch gonna die of fiber fucking poison. And I can't feed my neighbor's dogs fucking antifreeze. Shit. I can't keep my own dogs out some bullshit. Why can't they dogs just get into some shit, you know? That's how I look at it. But she's crazy, though. She'll fucking... Some of the fences got to be worked on in the back, but she'll get up that motherfucker and play ping pong off that bitch. Like, after a squirrel, she'll run up and, like, whoosh, parkour and, like, do, like, a jump off that bitch, and the whole fucking fence just... Wah, wah, wah. Yeah. Man, she fucking too much energy. The only thing, he just go after a tennis ball. Get down. Sit. Hey, lay down. Ah. Well, come here then. Sit. Here, you want to lay on my pillow? Here. You can lay on my pillow. What? Yeah. He's a good boy, though. Lay down. Good boy. Good boy. Yeah. It says the audio input volume low. That's what it says. I don't think it is, though, because I can turn it up and I can turn it down individually. All right. Sure. Now, I wish with 6 brothers, you know I got 6 brothers, right? Mm-hmm. I don't know if I could do it with anybody I don't know, but damn, this game is hilarious. Okay? I don't know.
Oh, that's that stupid shit.
Look,
they got some bitches do that.
They got a noise thing in their mouth too, like one of them chickens. So you can't wait. You can't make no noise. Right? The whole game is no noise. Right?
That shit.
What?
That shit hurt like food.
What?
I think he gonna finally get him back. Probably about like the. The fuck is that?
Now you know there's a milk cricket out there fucking oysters. That'd be a leveled up milk cricket though.
Shit. That'd be doing the Ren and Stimpy. Hey. That episode of Ren and Stimpy where the motherfucker run up his back with that goddamn self.
Yeah. That bitch fell face first. I at first I was like, I thought like the video camera was sideways and like it was like he was on he was kneeling on something attached or something. You know what I mean? I didn't know. He done brought a tennis ball. I ain't playing tennis with him. Now I want you to look at her now.
I'm looking.
Do you see that moose knuckle?
Mm-hmm.
This motherfucker knotted. Okay.
Actually, I have been feeling like that lately. It's been very, very hard.
She got a moose knuckle looking like 2 bananas sitting next to each other.
I can't get past that knuckle.
I mean, that's the first thing I noticed.
Yo.
I've been going anxiety. God, that knuckle was
I,
just there.
and I think it sticks out to me because it's like, how do you not know your shit is printing like that? You know
Well,
what
you
I'm
can't
saying?
have. How you talking about social anxiety?
Yeah, it's
and you
like-
walking around with goddamn weights underneath your ass.
So that's what kind of.
Well, they hang down pretty far. They ain't light and feathery and tucked in nice and neat. They definitely got ball sack droopage. So I would call them weighted. Some weights. They look like bananas side by side, but I'd call them weights. Little nut sack. She might have split a nut sack. Cat sack. There you go, cat sack. That's a good one right there.
I guess.
Yeah. Oh, kitty cat pouch. Ain't even a kitty cat no more. That bitch done grew into a fat lard ass. Yeah, that's an alley cat. Fat cat. Yeah. Now this is to me. This is his own fault.
Oh Jesus!
It's the arm for me. Oh,
Oh
that
yeah,
hurt.
that bitch broke.
Oh, that hurt my arm so bad. Where's the security footage? That motherfucker hit a security camera. Why couldn't we get that?
He broke it. Shit.
He broke that bitch. Now look, this is I had some jokes about Diddy for this bitch. But I don't think Diddy would ever touch this motherfucker. But I bet you if Diddy had a dude like this, he might. But no, this is flea market trash. She doing aerobics is what it looked like. I mean, she's enjoying it. You know what I mean? My question is, if she enjoys it this much, why is she so fat? Clearly, you like to dance if you dance in the freak league like this, or freak league like this.
She don't dance on a normal basis.
Clearly, she can't bend her knees that way. He got lucky.
How long is all this going to go on?
It's gonna go on till it's over.
Till it's over? What's going to make this over? What are there specific demands that these people want, that you and these fellow people want?
I would like to have some pussy, and that would make it up. Some real good pussy.
Just some pussy.
Well,
I'll be fine.
great day. Thanks for your time.
He was honest.
Shit.
Now, why you out on a skateboard and the goddamn sling already? I mean, a little scooter with a sling on. You know good. That's some. You gonna grow up dumb. That bitch gonna grow up dumb. That bitch already dumb. He gonna be a retard. Okay, this is funny. All right, so here's where I'm gonna inform you. So this clip, what you're involved in, is called a segment called Dark Humor. And throughout this dark humor, in advance notice, there won't be anybody but white folks getting fucked up, right? Okay. I tried to cut every other ethnicity out if I can tell that's what it is, right? Or if it's just like a Mexican, like I saw.
I've seen this one.
Okay, you have? Okay, so, yo, this is how you fucking do.
He was rumbling.
That motherfucker was in that bitch banging. Yo, and the crazy thing, some of them guys, I don't know what said. We don't know what's going on. All I know is they said something to him and he flipped the switch.
I was trying to wait and see if somebody was gonna kind of
Commentate better?
really kind of commentating, like,
Oh my God.
let me
it's
know
not
like
enough.
what the fuck actually happened, like
Yeah.
what sparked it off.
Yeah.
Because he
be
must have
closer.
said something slick.
Yeah,
some
because it
shit.
looked like he had a dialogue with him. He wasn't like he was like stirring shit. It seemed like it looked
'Cause,
like it was
when
just
he-
waiting.
When his hands was like this, was like, you do your hands like this, like why?
You ready? Yeah. Why you doing this? You ready? Yeah.
So it's like I'm trying to figure out what was being said. I can't say it wasn't his fault, but it's like I'm trying to.
I don't think it's his fault just for simple that right there. At the end. The other black folks, they're at the pool, they show up and they see that, all right, just chill out, man. There ain't no reason to do nothing. Whether I feel like most times you see a scenario where somebody flipping out, if it is the black guy or whatnot, if you classify him like this, there's other people trying to get him away, tell him to stop.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And there was none of that.
Right.
And then I feel like there is, so I think the end of it I clipped out and she goes, there's 7 on 1 and whatnot. So I do think the narrative was him defending himself. I don't think that, I mean, I wish there was better commentation too, but God, oh my gosh, I didn't want to hear Becky.
I want to know what happened though.
Yeah. Because that shit that happened at the Alabama docks, God damn, bro, that should have been that should be a TV show. You know what I'm saying? Like, how you want to test black folks today? Fuck around and find out.
Hey man.
Cut to, and then have you seen it? Fucking test the black, and then you just see that chair come out of nowhere. Pa-pa! Take Granny out. Yeah, I saw this. What was it? This week I saw it, I think. And I'm still waiting to find out and see what happened. But I thought it was crazy. Is y'all up here not knowing what you about to get handled to. And when I saw it too, I really feel like that vibe was there. Like, what's up? Why you doing this?
Right.
And he was ready. And that motherfucker was banging. This happened to me before. Oh, I didn't get hit as hard. All on Instagram. This Instagram, baby. Add more weight to the dick. You hear me? This is crazy.
Delete it right now. This mother is coming, and he's not playing.
Motherfuckers just be doing anything.
Anything,
for
don't they?
Goddamn. Some
He,
people don't be in the mood to play, man.
this is my thing. This is where I feel like there are too many people that test boundaries, and you can't. Like, I don't think we're gonna be able to defend ourselves any kind of way anymore. Like, for that, why is it wrong for that old man to put him to sleep and get that phone when that is clearly false allegations? So the beginning of it, I try to chop them down to where they're convenient, but still quick, and I edit them out and spread it out as we talk through them. Usually there's some space in between them. I ain't got around to it. Nonetheless, in the beginning, he does one of them little things to the video, and then he says, "This motherfucker wants to fuck me." So he instigates in the video already that this is not a true, thing or whatnot, trying to be playful for likes.
Right.
Why is it wrong for that black man to whoop his ass?
ain't, 'cause
But not
everybody
even just a black man, any man.
Everybody don't play like that.
Right,
You
but
know what I'm
he
saying?
going to jail the moment he do something. Or maybe, I don't know. I would assume, especially in this scenario, that little white dude's gonna say whatever he can in his
When the
case.
punch thrown, they're probably gonna ask the little white dude if he wanted to press charges if
Right.
the cops came. But it's clearly your fault because you antagonized this man.
You made allegations about sexual assault. Clearly, a young kid, maybe not a minor, but he's trying to entice that idea.
I don't see nothing wrong with it though.
That's like, have you seen them child pedophile? No, they're the people that catch them. It's like up there on Facebook. So on Facebook, if I go to my watch, I always see cop videos or cop chases, so to speak. And then I see the pedophiles one, and then I have like the boxers and UFC, and then all my comedy people I follow, right? But like I have the algorithm gives it to you, right? Well, there's this one dude. Anyhow, he shows up this one time, and I don't know if it was Easter Sunday, but that bitch was in a rabbit suit. And the dude comes in the house, and he's like in like a room ducked off where the entrance is, and you walk in the entrance, though, you see the person sitting on the couch, so that guy just goes right for the couch, whatever he thinks the girl is or whatever, and he just, what are you here for? Looking like Bugs Bunny. Where's Elmer Fudd, bitch? About to get shot. But yeah. In that scenario, that's why I get it. Like, if you could call people out like that and set them up like that, well, you set me up, I should be able to do. You defending the girl that he's fucking. Why can't I protect myself? I may not be a little girl, but you still, you know what I mean? It's fucked up. I feel like a lot of this social media is taken away because they can say whatever they want when it comes to like shit.
Right.
Like that. But I thought it was
People
funny
do
though.
dumb shit and think you're just supposed to be a good sport about it.
Yeah.
But like I said, everybody don't play like that.
And then, And I want to know if he got his ass whooped. I want to know if he catch him. We didn't get to find out. That was a disappointment in the movie. He got long arms too. Couple good long jabs. What happened there?
Yeah, I seen that one. That motherfucker, I'm a cop. Jesus Christ, her career is over.
Done. Look at that slick motherfucker. You see him? You see him? You don't see him? He opened the door. He's slick. He's trying to get back in.
I seen that.
Bro. What the fuck? How she even wash behind that? That'd take a whole army to pick up them bitches. That's
shit.
them. You know what reminds me of
That shit sad.
the military sandbags, just sitting on their hips.
That shit's sad.
It's bad. That's bad. But if you can,
I seen it, but I don't like watching shit like that because that's the first thing I think about. Like that's some sad shit. Like you need to take care of yourself. I think it's kind of unattractive for anybody to eat that way, but like men are expected to kind of be pigs, if you want to call it that. But I think you still should have a limit. But it's almost like for a woman, like that shit unattractive. Like you don't turn down shit. Like you just eat anything. Like, but the thing of it is like, okay, so
but we can't say that now because this is the thing. Some skinny dudes love them big girls.
Well, I mean that's your choice. But
I probably know some dudes that still fuck that.
This is opinionated. This is yeah, it would. But it's just one of them things. Like for the guy, right? So when you meet a girl, like she's the one for the most part that's kind of in charge of like how she takes care of you, like your nutrition and all that. If she eating fucked up, do you know your health finna be fucked up? How she gonna take care of you if she don't take care of herself?
Well,
that's why I say it's unattractive.
But that's the bad thing about that
principle.
too, though, is it boils down to individual accountability. Because for one, if you a dude attached to a woman expecting that, you're dependent on her to keep you alive, and you're supposed to keep yourself alive and know yourself.
But that
Same
is
goes
true.
for her and Miss Wallow Ass.
But in that same realm though, like it's almost like a 9-day difference. Like it's almost like